Shem and Japheth, of course. And here's what's so cool about this. Shem's name means just that. Name. And isn't it interesting that his descendants would produce Abraham? You recognize that name? Isaac, Jacob, all the way through to King David, Solomon, all the way through to Jesus, the Messiah. Names. Shem, descendants. Names that we all know very well. Japheth means let him spread out. And his descendants would be most active in spreading over the best and largest portion of the world, all of Europe and most of Asia. He was enlarged. He was blessed and given much possession, truly enlarged to be sure. So you have these three vantage points and three ways in which we can go, which one do I want to be? Well, of course we want to be Shem and Japheth. We want to have that spirit. The problem is, we go back to the sin nature again. We can't. You see, there's only one way we have a chance of keeping our guard up, as Noah should have. There's only one way to avoid the carnal cruelty of man in our lives. There's only one way of having a heart that wants to cover another's weaknesses, like Shem and Japheth. How? It's the greater than Noah, Jesus Christ. That's how. Because if you'll note, Jesus was the one who hung naked on the tree and was uncovered for you and for me. He suffered the humiliation that Noah felt. And he took that for you and for me. He refused the sour wine that was offered to him. That would numb the pain. He refused it. He wanted to absorb all the pain for you and for me. Hanging there, exposed and naked. And as this ham-like world looked at him, mocking him with contempt, he chose to forgive. And as he forgave, he took our shame. What do you mean? The Bible tells us that Jesus took the curse for us. He became a servant. He became a man that you and I might understand and see the example of true service as he laid down his life and becoming sin for us. That what? That we might be covered. That we might be covered by his righteousness. For I see and hear that Jesus is the garment. He covered me. Not only did he cover me, but he forgave my sins, past, present, and future. But he had to go through the Noah experience. And he took the Ham experience and showed us the example of the Shem and Japheth, the way you are to live. To be those who love one another as I have loved you. To cover. And through this, get this, through this we receive a name. Not Jew, not Gentile, Christian. And our tents are enlarged, our territories are enlarged, our heart is enlarged, and we begin to spread out. In what way? We begin to spread the good news of the gospel to those who need to hear. We have a name, and now we spread out the message of the gospel. Man, it's all because of him that I can avoid any of these scenarios. All because of him. Because he became that for me. He took it all. The humiliation, the shame, to curse, and then he taught me how to love. And he teaches us how to love. What grace, what mercy. There is a verse in the Bible that is often quoted during offering time in some churches. They say this: give, and it will be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over will men pour into your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it'll be measured back to you. That's out of Luke 6:38. But it's not talking about giving your finances. It's talking about giving mercy. How do you give mercy unless you've received it? Not getting what you deserve. Not getting what I deserve. That's mercy. So Jesus told us, give mercy, and that mercy will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And then he says, with the same measure of mercy you pour upon others, that mercy will come back to you. Good news, huh? See, this isn't about giving money, it's about giving mercy. So in Jesus Christ, I can guard my heart. Because he is the one who became naked and ashamed for me. In Jesus Christ, I can avoid exposing others because Jesus became a curse for me. And in Jesus Christ, I can love people and bestow mercy upon them because like Shem and Japheth, he covers me. Atonement, that's what atonement means. And not only atones, but forgives and chooses to forget my sin. So today, we get to leave here unashamed, holding our heads high, because we know we have the propensity of being like Noah. We know we have the propensity to become like Ham, and we really want to be like Shem and Japheth, and you can, because God's mercy has been poured out on you. It's so great because I didn't know Jeff was going to share Psalm 136. And what was this statement over and over? For his what? Mercy endures forever.